Peace to the universal family. What's good? We have a different backdrop today. We've got this lovely painting that is by my brother. So shout out to Johnny Blaze on this one. A nice train, nice boxcar here with some graffiti on it in the train yard. This is really dope because that's we used to run. I used to live by a train yard, so it really did look a lot like that. So peace to the universal family in the north, south, the northeast, south, and west regions. Peace to the family. I come in the name of Earth, say love, and as promised, I'm hopping on every Monday and Wednesday, 4 o'clock, as best as possible. Sometimes I can't control the schedule, but yeah, I think. Well, just to introduce everybody again, we just going live as part of an extension to the mentorship and advocacy program. We just dropped the mentorship and advocacy program almanac on March 21st. I still haven't received my copies yet, but we do have copies on the way and more copies about to. We're going to submit another order. So I'm a full-time survivor mentor, amongst other things. I'm also a international artist, producer, poet, author, motivational speaker. So yeah, as a matter of fact, even just some of that language, I'm working on refining the language. That's a constant process. But we just dropped this mentorship and advocacy program almanac. This is a new resource. This is something brand new. This is not what we call really particularly what I do with the other agencies. So this is just a resource of its own. And you can find that at earthsaylove.com/mentorship if you want to check it out and more info about the author and about the resource. But this we'll be working in on Mondays, 4 o'clock. Right now, I'm still just going live. I'm still new to OBS software. I'm giving you all the same intro you get every Monday and Wednesday right now for the newcomers. So Monday, this almanac, this 2023 almanac is my first almanac, which I'm very proud to be an almanac author and improve my almanac author skills. There's not a lot in there about planting, but there is a lunar calendar included for planning. So pretty cool. So that's MAP. That's our compass to navigate. And that'll be for Mondays. Wednesday, I'm developing, I've been calling it Women's Empowerment Day, which of course it is. It's Wednesday, also Woo Wednesday, Women's Empowerment Day, celebrating our wins, Wednesday. But you know what? I think I'm working on something, working on this theme as well and the logos and so forth. And I thought of this before, but I think I'm leaning in the direction of calling it Women's Empowerment with an I, because I am power, right? I am. Women's Empowerment Network, celebrating all wins. Women's Empowerment Network, sisters, something that Women's Empowerment Network. I don't know if I'll add sisters, but if we need an S, that would be applicable. But yeah, that's going to be for Wednesdays. Right now, like I said, I'm just hopping on and keep reintroducing the topic just to keep myself accountable that I'm making progress. So that way, if anyone has questions or wants to come on or has recommendations, not really anything special prepared for today, but as I do develop the Women's Empowerment Network, that's an extension of the mentorship and advocacy program concept. That concept is to educate. It's catered to at-risk young ladies, ages 12 to 24. However, it's definitely a resource that can be utilized for anyone seeking self-respect and self-improvement. That's really all I ask here is for respect. People are respectful. People respect professional boundaries. We're going to get into that. I've seen a lot of things in this field, especially when you strive to work with the public, it gets really kind of hectic. So that's pretty much it. There's definitely boundaries. As a matter of fact, in sequence 3 of this is boundaries. We've got advocacy, awareness, boundaries. So that's like very beginning of the spring semester, we in boundaries already, like third Monday of the year. So that's something we might need a recap and a refresh and really go over. And I might utilize Wednesday for catching up on topics that we weren't able to go live for the first, well, I did family and foster care. So that would have been 11 and 12. So the first 10 weeks. So we might just need a recap on A through E, 10 topics. So Monday, we go over topics in the 52 topic sequence in that resource, which is brand new and developing. And then on Wednesdays, the Women's Empowerment Network. Again, this resource is catered to women and girls, queens, who are, sacred and royal and to be respected, of course, first and foremost. So yeah, that's the primary audience catered to. But beyond that, Women's Empowerment Network, that's probably going to be lean towards a little bit older audience. I'll definitely have graduates on from time to time, but also just have other powerful women in the community. I want to open up a network to be able to give the sisters some shine and inspire one another, and just really, that was another thing. I was like, oh, it could be the inspirational network, but I really like the empowerment, the I am power, empowerment, network. So a network of seeing the power in oneself, and women's empowerment particularly. So yeah, that's the basic concept. I did start to work on something. I ran out of ink. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more ink. I would have printed up. I'm not done, but I basically took this concept and I'm doing something similar, but different for the Women's Empowerment Network. Just to keep everything kind of brand, at least something started for logos and branding. So yeah, that's what's on the horizon for Wednesdays. We're gonna come on. I know I've said this. If you've already been on, you've heard me say this. But that's pretty much the concept. Only thing different is I've been dubbing it Women's Empowerment Day, which it is. Wednesday is our Women's Empowerment Day, but this will be the Women's Empowerment Network. So yeah, we're developing a network of empowered women and sisters. So other updates. Well, no other major updates. I mean, the site was updated. The bio was updated. Actually, the about the author section was updated in this as well. So if you have one of the first copies, it's only like maybe 1 or 2 lines. It's very little, but you'll have the first. But there is a little update on the author bio, but that's pretty much on the website as well. So that's just something we're looking at. I'm developing myself as a speaker, which I've done some public speaking before. I mean, I've done a lot in terms of being an MC as well, and I've hosted some events. Shout out to the League of Young Voters. We did some really, really dope warehouse hip hop political events back in the early 2000s. And I hosted some of the events. But yeah, I've done some public speaking in the arena of missing children and that sort of thing, mostly just privately with the Department of Children and Families. And then I've had other requests for speaking engagements, but it's just one of the, it's a little bit of work having everything set up how you need it and to get your foot in the door, and also make sure that your services are being, compensated and all that. So making sure all my ducks are in a row. But that is one thing I'm doing, is also making sure to develop myself as a speaker, since I do have a wealth of knowledge to share, really specialized in, I want to share my knowledge and also continue to grow. So, and I mean, really, I want to kind of like bring that together between like my books, my MCing. There we go. I like this, the balanced colors. So yeah, shout out to Johnny Blaze, shout out to Sister Shaniqua Muhammad and the beautiful C Asia. So yeah, if you want to as mentioned, so my bio has been updated, about the author section in here has been updated. This one could probably be updated too. It's an old bio section that it was in the front of this book. Usually it's in the back. It'll be in the back of the workbook. I don't know how we got it in the front of this one, but we did things backwards in this one. Well, that had to do with page numbering. I won't give you all the details, but anyway, yeah, it's in the front. So yeah, if you want to support, the site has been updated. So it's got a really nice, if you haven't been on there for a while, it's got a nice kind of like raspberry purple sort of color to it, like a black raspberry sort of color, purplish. One of my favorite colors and flavors. And then it's just, the menu was in the footer. Now it's back up at the top. So if you're on your phone, you have to look for the menu at the top if you're looking for the different pages. But everything's pretty well organized on there. And just I'm going to develop more resources on the mentorship page on my website. I did put the link to Sail of Freedom. So that's in there. I want to continue to develop resources there and links to Sail of Freedom as well, and any other emergency resources that may be needed. But right now it's just got the human trafficking in our Sailor's human trafficking intake line, as well as there's a link if there's donors out there who want to donate to, of course, you can go to the website. I don't think I put the link, but sailoffreedom.com is the nonprofit's website. Of course, you can donate there, but there's also a link on my mentorship page. If you want to donate to the mentorship program with Sail of Freedom, there's a wish list, so you can donate to that as well. Thank you so much for your patience. I know that I haven't really, I still have a lot to do, work to do on my delivery, to be more professional. I don't know if this backdrop is a little bit better, but we're working on it. Let me see what other updates for you. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I think on the website, if you want to check it out. Oh, you can now purchase digital downloads of my music right on the main page. So that's there. And then if you want to purchase anything, it's separated depending by project. So it's all there. There's a contact form for sponsors or booking. There's a contact form. And that's pretty much it for my business website. And like I said, just developing more of Sail of Freedom's resources, just to link back on prevention. I think that's all I got for you. Yeah. So we've got, books, workbooks. Oh, they're on sale right now. If you want to check that out, they're on sale. Normally the package is $40 or $444 with a gift included, but I think it's on sale now for $33.33 for both the book and the workbook, for those interested. And also the black and white, the first print, those are on sale too. Yeah, I think that's it. Like I said, it's just a little hold up for us to actually get some of these copies of the Mentorship and Advocacy Program 2023 Almanac. I'm really excited. It's always, like I said before, it's always exciting having a new project in hand. And I'm just looking forward to begin working actually in this book and interactively in this programming. I think that will, well, we'll see. I think it'll be a really cool transition, and it may, it'll grow over time. So we'll see. So if you have any questions, I didn't even say peace to the chat. Peace to the chat. If you have any questions, you can always leave that in the comments section. And again, we'll probably go over some ground rules and all that. We'll get into that soon. Just be respectful. Number one, have healthy boundaries, be respectful, happy Ramadan, Ramadan Mubarak to the believers out there and everybody, I think that's pretty much it. I don't have any other major updates for you. I will be performing. I'm not going to probably announce, well, maybe I will once the flyer's out, but I will be performing soon. Just a showcase. So it's only going to be a couple tracks, but it's my first time in this region to actually perform and be on a bill. So got to put myself out there for the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So your girl is booking, but I'm really, I want to get a few new projects out there because yeah, I need new projects out there. So new writing and all that coming soon here on the Women's Empowerment Network, Women's Empowerment Day on Wednesdays. And I think that's all for now. But definitely, if you want to support what I'm doing or you want to support the nonprofits, I'm partnered with a few nonprofits, of course, Sail of Freedom, where I do mentorship, and then the Cruz Flores Foundation, where we do poverty relief. And of course, those links will all be developing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pardon me for rambling today. I just wanted to come on as promised and say peace to everybody. And check out the website, check out the updated about the author on the mentorship and bio section on the main page. If you have more questions, let me know. And that is all. I thank you all. Yeah, that's going to be about it. I'm going to show you these once more. These are available. All right. Peace and blessings, y'all. I will see you soon. And yeah, peace and blessings. Oh yeah, Friday, 6 to 8, the Jazz Flowers. Stay tuned. Peace. Peace to the universal family. First, say love.